What's going on? Where is everybody going? I think they're going to see that new wildlife adventure show. You mean the one with the incredibly cool animals from all over the world? Yeah, and the one with the creature adventurers who will go anywhere and do anything to meet the incredible animals that we share the planet with. Hey, they're going to see our show, Crab's Creatures. A whole new species of wildlife adventure is on the move. Crab's Creatures.
Today, you have become teachers. In your hands is our nation's most precious resource, our future. Yet before you can teach a single lesson, you will have to accomplish something far more difficult. You will have to inspire. It is not enough simply to make someone learn. You must make them want to learn. This is your challenge today, tomorrow, and for as long as the eyes of the young look up to you.
There's hardly a job on earth that asks more of a person. All we ask of you is to help us give them some tools to do it.
We'll be studying tornadoes. So please open your workbooks to chapter 3, page 21.
A child phenomenon with an American dream. Norwegian figure skater Sonja Henie charmed the world.
On the flip of a finger, she could control 20,000 people in an arena.
The Olympic gold medalist sets her sights on Hollywood.
She had been brought up, in my belief, to be the center of attention.
Relive the events that crowned her Queen of the Ice.
Montana history, literature, health awareness, river rafting, and fly fishing are among the more than 60 courses and activities being offered this summer at Women's Week. The program is designed to give participants the opportunity to build friendships, relax, and learn new skills and ideas. Several new features and courses have been added for this year's program, so we hope to see you all in June.
Hey, what's going on? Where is everybody going? I think they're going to see that new wildlife adventure show. You mean the one with the incredibly cool animals from all over the world? Yeah, and the one with the creature adventurers who will go anywhere and do anything to meet the incredible animals that we share the planet with. Hey, they're going to see our show, Crab's Creatures. A whole new species of wildlife adventure is on the move. Crab's Creatures.
Today, you have become teachers. In your hands is our nation's most precious resource, our future. Yet before you can teach a single lesson, you will have to accomplish something far more difficult. You will have to inspire. It is not enough simply to make someone learn. You must make them want to learn. This is your challenge today, tomorrow, and for as long as the eyes of the young look up to you.
There's hardly a job on earth that asks more of a person. All we ask of you is to help us give them some tools to do it.
We'll be studying tornadoes. Please open your workbooks to Chapter 3, page 21.
A child phenomenon with an American dream. Norwegian figure skater Sonja Henie charmed the world.
On the flip of a finger, she could control 20,000 people in an arena.
The Olympic gold medalist sets her sights on Hollywood.
She had been brought up, in my belief, to be the center of attention.
Relive the events that crowned her Queen of the Ice.
Montana history, literature, health awareness, river rafting, and fly fishing are among the more than 60 courses and activities being offered this summer at Women's Week. The program is designed to give participants the opportunity to build friendships, relax, and learn new skills and ideas. Several new features and courses have been added for this year's program, so we hope to see you all in June.
As long as science asks questions, public television will be there in search of the answers. What are the limits of the human body? NOVA explores how technology is pushing the boundaries of human performance. Can science build a better athlete? Witness the eruption of Mount Pinatubo and its devastating effects on the Philippines. Dive for pleasure and profit in search of pirate treasure buried under the sea. Scientific American Frontiers leaves home for two ancient worlds, Israel and Egypt, searching for answers to mysteries that are centuries old. Discover one theory of how the Red Sea was parted. Listen as new life is breathed into a 4,000-year-old flute, and see how a recent archaeological find sheds new light on builders of the pyramids. Providing information you need when you need it most. That's public television's commitment to you. There's a revolution happening around us, brought on by the ethical dilemmas facing our healthcare system. See how these changes might affect you in Medicine at the Crossroads. How will we cope with an aging population?
We don't have to save everybody to make another 2 months on a life. You know, we can say, gee, I've had a good life, I'm ready to go, and do that.
The AIDS crisis.
Nobody's going to the root of the problem and saying, listen, we need to take care of this before the problem gets out of hand. The problem already is out of hand.
A look at the training of our doctors.
The way we educate physicians is out of sync with the problems they have to face when they go into practice.
You can't afford to miss Medicine at the Crossroads.
We know by the nature of the whole environment, the media we watch, that we are not a popular group.
Throughout the history of our nation, evangelical Christians have stood on the fringes of society.
Sometimes you don't want to, tell anyone that you're a Christian.
But now they're trying to change all that.
We've been strategic about picking our target market. We decided who it was we were trying to reach.
Mine eyes have seen the glory, reveals the old and the new faces of this grassroots movement. And looking for late-night television that doesn't leave you empty? A talk show with something to say? then you're looking for Charlie Rose. Each night, expect an hour of stimulating and spontaneous television, interviews with the newsmakers.
Did you have any talent?
Starting out?
Yeah.
No.
The heartbreakers, the movers and shakers of America today.
Thank you.
Charlie Rose, late night with a bite. Changing the future means understanding the past. That's why at public television we bring history to life. All they wanted was simple freedom.
We believe that the time has come to end racism at home.
All they wanted was simple respect.
This ain't right. All we asking for is a school bus.
All they wanted was simple justice.
You have rights, and white folks are denying you those rights.
The American Experience presents its first dramatic feature film, a powerful look at the life and times of Thurgood Marshall.
Nobody gave us anything today. What we got is ours by right.
And in 1962, a book was published that polarized the nation.
The essence of Rachel's message was that we had to come to terms with nature and work with it and not against it.
Now, relive the story of one woman's courageous fight to save the environment. Rachel Carson's Silent Spring.
A great book has a flow to it, and it changes people's minds. It changes their outlook. Rachel Carson's Silent Spring is still affecting our thinking and our policy making today.
And throughout history, no single culture has been more persecuted than the Jews.
The Jews are everything that you don't want yourself to be. The Jews are everything that threatens you.
Exiled from their homelands, slaughtered during the Holocaust, the Jewish people even today struggle to overcome the longest hatred.
The aggressive nationalism needs an image of an enemy, and Jews, for many reasons, suit very well this image of an enemy.
Then,
obviously, I do not need the roof trophy. I need peace and quiet. See, this place is disturbing me. It's harming me. I'm losing weight. Everything that's happening to me is bad.
a shocking look at the lives of patients in a state mental institution.
I told the doctor, if I come here, I didn't want.
Banned for 24 years. Don't miss the television premiere of Frederick Wiseman's Titicut Follies. Grab your passport for another season of Travels. Host John Hemingway returns to the place that has haunted him for 26 years, Africa.
This is an extraordinary place, with extraordinary people doing extraordinary things.
The people, the landscapes, the wildlife. It all adds up to an unforgettable journey on public television.
Oh, no!
They're back! The comedy troupe that needs no introduction.
Monty Python? Oh, you mean the rock group?
This is an ex-parrot!
Returns to the place where it all began.
Sex and violence, we like that.
Join Monty Python for something completely different.
If you look at the script, it says, know what I mean, nudge, nudge, say no more, know what I mean, nudge, nudge, say. I mean, there's no jokes in it or anything.
Know what I mean, nudge, nudge. Know what I mean, nudge, nudge. Say no more.
Sneak a peek into the life of Python. Enriching. Enlightening. Entertainment. That's the power of public television. Think about it.
Next time on Nova. In past wars, bombing was unreliable and indecisive. But in the Gulf War, new technologies of stealth and smart weapons were deadly accurate. It was 43 days of air destruction that took only 100 hours of ground battle to finish off. Will future wars prove ground battles obsolete and change the face of war forever? Can bombing win a war? That's next time on Nova.
Just a reminder, coming up next here on NBC.
Return, the Judds will have you rockin' with Have Mercy, Rockin' with the Rhythm, and more. But now please make that call in support to your public television station.
Good evening and welcome to the studios of KUSM Channel 9. I'm Dennis Carlson of KBOZ AM and FM, and with me Joe Pastore, Director of Development at Channel 9, and it's the Fall Mini-Thon. You guys have been so great about supporting Channel 9 that we're only doing this for 4 days, and our goal is $10,000. We need you to call now, 994-4000, 1-800-426-8243. The music has been so good with the Judds that Joe's been trying to dance with me, but I've been able to, keep him away from me for a while. I don't know how long I'll be able to last, though. Great programming on Channel 9 as usual, and it only comes here. He's going to hit me here in a minute. The only reason it's on the air is because you call and you care and you let us know that, yeah, I want to support Channel 9. So give us a call now, 994-4000, 1-800-426-8243. We've gone off to a really good start so far tonight, and you can make it even better. Joe told me that during one of our early breaks that the renewals of old members have been absolutely outstanding, and that's been really terrific. We didn't have a pledge drive this summer because you guys have done such a good job. What we're looking for tonight, what we're looking for the next 3-4 days is for you to call who have not called before. We're looking specifically for new members to the KUSM family. So maybe you've watched PBS for a long time, and maybe you've never had the opportunity to call and pledge. Now is the time. Call us at 994-4000, 1-800-426-8243. We need to hear from you, whether it's $5, $10, or $50, or $500. We need your help. We need your support. Someone's got to pay for the lights. Someone's got to pay the bills, and that's where you come in, the public of Montana who support KUSM Montana Public Television. So please let us know that you like the Judds, you like the McNeil-Lair News Hour, you like Nova, you like all the programs that come on like Frontline or the kids programs. Montana Public Television is going through some major changes. I'm sure you've already noticed blocks of kids programming now. McNeil-Lair News Hour on at a later time for you folks that haven't gotten home on time to see it before, all in response to viewer input, to you folks who have called in and said, I want to change, I'd like to see something new happen here. So please call us now, 994-4000, 1-800-426-8243, and Joe's got a little buddy in his pocket here.
Yeah, that's right.
Elmo.
We have a nice furry little critter here that's yours for a $75 pledge of support to KUSM. This is a wonderful little guy, Elmo. He's everybody's favorite little red monster, and that's yours for a $75 pledge of support. All you got to do is pick up the phone and call. You'll, of course, get the KUSM program guide sent to you for that pledge, and you can put that pledge on your Visa card, your MasterCard, or your Discover card. We have the Gallatin Legal Secretaries Association with us here this evening, and they're ready, willing, and able to take your telephone calls. Wonderful supporters of KUSM who've been here drive after drive, and we really appreciate their help. So go to the phones right now and get these folks busy. 1-800-426-8243, 994-4000. Put that pledge on your Visa card, on your MasterCard, or on your Discover card as well. And for that $75 pledge, you can get that little furry red monster that was stuck in my pocket named Elmo.
2 phones to go. We need you to call right now. And Joe, I wanted to ask you, tell us a little bit about the programming guide, the changes that have occurred in the programming guide itself. It's got a new look. It's got new graphics and that sort of thing. What will people see when they look at the program?
Well, you get a close-up look at our new logo, for one thing. That's been completely redesigned now, and it's helping bring us into the next century. We hope that you like our new logo, but also the program guide has been redesigned to be more user-friendly. We have added 2 programming grids so that you can see schedules at a glance. Children's programming grid that shows you all of the Kids Clubhouse programming in the morning and in the afternoon. And
there you go. Grab it.
Yeah, I'm going to grab a hold of this thing. And also the primetime schedule or the daytime schedule at a glance as well, and that's right in here, and so that you can see the entire week's programming all in one shot There you go. See that right there? That's the weekday programming, the morning and the afternoon. And then here's the Kids Clubhouse programming on this other page. And that keeps all of those programs right there at your fingertips so that you can just grab it at a glance. And of course, you still have all the detailed programming descriptions on the inside. You can see the new graphic look that we have in here. And this has been completely redesigned so that it is more user-friendly. And of course, one of the favorite things that we've been always putting in the guide are the how-to programs, the instructional programs, the repeat schedule, as well as some of the Made in Montana programs as well. So all of this has been redesigned just for you, and you're going to want to get this. A $30 pledge of support will get this sent into your home each and every month. 1-800-426-8243, 994-4000.
You know, the real exciting thing about Channel 9 is that Channel 9 is getting into the information age, the information infrastructure that we hear about from Washington, D.C., from different sources and things like that. We hear a lot about that, and Joe's been telling me in between the breaks about some of the exciting things that are going on with the information age. So, and Channel 9 is right on the cutting edge of that. Some online services they're planning and that sort of thing. So what we need to hear now is for you to say, yeah, I'm really excited about this, and I'm really excited about the future of Montana Public Television. So give us a call at 994-4000 or 1-800-426-8243. You know, Montana is a big state, and we really need your help to stay in touch. So call us now, please.
I guess Winona and I are sort of a director's nightmare because we just threw this this song and the next song in. Winona and I were totally intimidated.
The Judd's farewell concert will continue. But now, why not take the time to call this public television station with your pledge of financial support? It's your way of saying thanks for this very special farewell concert. When we return, you'll hear Turn It Loose, Change of Heart, Why Not Me, Love Is Alive, and Grandpa.
Join KUSM-TV's Easy Funds Transfer. EFT is a monthly bank deduction program allowing you to pay your pledge over time. Here's how it works. Call in a pledge of $5, $10, $15 or more a month, and we will send you an EFT form. When you have filled it out and sent it back to KUSM, your bank will begin automatic deductions from your account. Your monthly bank statement will reflect your support of the programs you enjoy. And best of all, you can still have total control over how much you would like to pledge. Call now and join KUSM's EFT plan.
Welcome back to the studios of KUSM. We hope that you've been enjoying the Judds in concert, the farewell show, and that you are inspired enough to go to the telephones right now, make that all-important call, that all-important pledge of support, so that we can continue to bring you programs like you're enjoying here this evening. I'm Joe Pastore, Director of Development.
I'm Dennis Carlson, KBOZ AM and FM here in Bozeman, and we're here today this evening on KUSM Channel 9 to ask you for your support for Montana Public Television. We want you to call in during this 4-day mini-thon that we've got going. Support's been so good throughout the summer with membership renewals and whatnot that they haven't had to stress the fundraising very much, and that's all because of you. And we're here to say thank you to those who have supported Channel 9, and we're also here to say for new members, we'd like you to become part of the KUSM Channel 9 family. Call us now at 994-4000, 1-800-426-8243. For a first night, we're doing pretty good, but we want to do better. We want to hit our goal for tonight, and we can do it. You can make it happen if you call us now at 994-4000, 1-800-426-8243. Channel 9's going through some big changes in the last few months, Joe.
Yes, absolutely. We just introduced a brand new programming schedule. We moved the McNeil News Hour from 5:30 to 7 o'clock. We have blocked our children's programming in the morning and the afternoon so that those programs are all together, and then the adult programs for the daytime are all together at midday. And there's a new primetime schedule as well. PBS introduces its new fall lineup next month, and that means that you're going to want a KUSM program guide sent to your home each and every month. You can make a pledge of $30 for the entire year, and you'll get 12 monthly issues of the KUSM program guide, the new, improved, user-friendly, redesigned KUSM program guide.
That's right. It's got all sorts of the kids block programming. It's the kids club, correct? The KUSM Kids Club.
Yes, that's
and
right.
It's also got the block programming for the evening hours. It's a lot easier to read. It's got some really neat features, so you can go to one source and find out what's going on Montana Public Television. And you can get one of those for a membership pledge of $30 or more. We're looking for whatever you feel comfortable with giving. We're not asking for much. We're asking for what you feel like you can give, especially for new members. We've got a new cable audience in Billings with the wireless cable, and we're saying, hey, if you like what you see, give us a call now. 994-4000, 1-800-426-8243. And the new totals for tonight, $1,635. So give us a call right now, 994-4000, 1-800-426-8243. A quick couple thank yous to Laura Harris of Bozeman, Fern Flanagan of Helena, Edna Stamp of Miles City, Glenn Downey of Box Elder, and Doug and Sonny Mavor of Bozeman, and Richard George of Black Eagle. Some of the people that have called and said, make me a part of Montana Public Television, and we want you to be a part too. So give us a call now. It's really easy. We can put it on your Visa or MasterCard or Discover card. A phone call just takes a few minutes. We've got the operators here. Just take a little bit of your time and not much of your money. My wife and I pledge $120 for a year. That's $10 a month. It's not very much, but if everybody contributes, then what we have is a dynamic funding source for a unique thing. It's Montana Public Television. This is unique to the Treasure State. It's for the residents of the Treasure State, and you're the folks that make it happen. So call us now at 994-4000, 1-800-426-8243. We need to hear from you now.
Let's take a look at our totals for this evening, and you can see that we have raised $635 for tonight, and of course this is the first night, so that's also the total for the drive. And we have 11 new members that we have become members of the family of the Friends of Montana Public Television. So now it's your turn. If you're enjoying the Judd's concert, you should go to the phones right now and make that call. You know, quality entertainment like the Judd's concert you're enjoying, and Michael Bolton coming up a little bit later in this evening, is not the only thing that we do. We also are an educational service. We pride ourselves on providing learning for a lifetime, and that's for adults right on down to preschoolers, all kinds of programs that really do stimulate your mind. And coming up toward the end of this year, the new public television satellite goes up into space, and that's going to be an explosion of new educational services that are going to be provided by public television, not just on the air, which we're going to see a lot of changes as far as our on-the-air services are concerned, but also a computer online service, a math and science learning service for teachers, ready-to-learn service for preschool educational providers, all kinds of wonderful educational services that help serve the mission of community service that KUSM represents. That's what you're supporting when you support public television.
If you remember what KUSM Channel 9 used to be and what it is today, you'll remember a huge amount of growth in the last 5, 6, 7 years, and it's all been made possible from your contributions, your help. 994-4000, 1-800-426-8243. It doesn't take a lot. If everyone gave a little, the station would be in terrific shape. The station's in good shape. I'm not trying to scare anybody or whatnot, but you make the difference. You pay for the cameras, the lights, the programming that you see. It all costs money, and you're the folks that can make that difference, especially if you haven't pledged before, and I've talked to you folks before. If you haven't pledged before, now's your opportunity. Go ahead, give into that urge to call the phone and let us know that you want to support Channel 9. Let us know. 994-4000, 1-800-426-8243. Now back to the Judds.
And welcome back to the studios of KUSM. Taking a brief intermission, the Judds will be back in just a couple of minutes to bring you their encore. And so we would like you to take this time to go to the telephones and help us bring you programs like the Judds, such as you enjoy each and every day right here on KUSM-TV. I'm Joe Pastore. I'm Director of Development here at KUSM, and we're taking just a few minutes out to ask you to go to your telephones and make that all-important call, make that all-important pledge of support to KUSM. We are viewer-supported television, and that means that the funds that we use to buy the programs that you enjoy here at Montana Public Television come directly from you, our viewing audience. 1-800-426-8243 is our statewide toll-free number. 994-4000 if you're right here in the Gallatin Valley. Call us now and make a pledge. A regular family membership in the Friends of KUSM is only $30 for the entire year. And for that, we'll send you 12 monthly issues of the KUSM program guide so that you'll never miss any of the programs that you enjoy right here on your Montana Public Television station. We have a brand new redesigned program guide, and since that we have a brand new redesigned program schedule, we know that you're going to want that program guide sent to your home so you never miss any of the shows. It's much more user-friendly than it used to be, including programming grids that show you all of the children's programming, plus all of the daytime programming, so it's all on one page, and you can see the schedule at a glance. Of course, all of the detailed program listings are there as well, so you'll never miss any of the shows that you enjoy right here on your public television station. 1-800-426-8243, 994-4000. We have the Gallatin Legal Secretaries Association in the studios with us tonight, and they're answering your telephones. We want to introduce them now. Karen Thomas from the Moore Law Firm is here. Christy Leone and Kimmy Hameoka from Kirwan and Barrett are here. Margaret Elson from the Board of Directors of the Friends of Montana Public Television and her friend Sonny Mavor are here answering the telephones, taking your pledges, taking your calls. Let's get these folks busy. Put that pledge on your Visa card, your MasterCard, or your Discover card. Whatever it is you choose to do, we hope that you will choose to support your public television station. $30 a year only comes out to 8 cents a day. And you know, not only are you supporting the great programming that you enjoy here at Montana Public Television, but you're also you are also supporting the community services that we provide. A little tongue-tied there, don't mind me. And we are providing educational services, learning for a lifetime for all ages, from preschoolers right on up to adults. And coming up at the end of the year, all kinds of wonderful educational services with the new public television satellite that's going to be sent up. We also are going to be kicking off a capital campaign for you folks in Helena. We are going to be putting an over-the-air transmitter in Helena next year. We'll be starting the fundraising campaign for that, and you'll be able to get free public TV over the air, and that's made possible through your support. 1-800-426-8243, 994-4000 if you're right here in the Gallatin Valley. Dennis Carlson is with me in the studio tonight. We're going to toss it over to him.
Good evening, everybody, and you Judds fans, you've done really good. We've got the phones ringing, and we need to hear from more of you out there, so call us now at 994-4000, 1-800-426-8243. It's the Fall Mini-Thon, 4 days of us coming to you and asking for your help, asking for your support for KUSM Montana Public Television. For the first night so far, let's go to the tote board, and we'll take a look at the numbers that we have so far tonight. Pretty good so far. $665 for tonight, and of course the total pledge drive. 12 new members. We're focusing on new members this time around because pledge renewals have been so strong, so good lately, so we're really happy about that. And we're shooting for a $2,500 goal for tonight, $10,000 for the next couple of days. So let's hear from you now. 994-4000, 1-800-426-8243. You know, it's so easy to pledge. All you have to do, call the phone numbers, talk to the ladies on the phone. It just takes a couple of minutes of your time. But I tell you what, those dollars that you send in make a big, big difference for KUSM Channel 9. That's where the money comes from. The revenue comes in for the programming that you like, for the services that KUSM renders to the community. And Joel was talking a little bit earlier about some of the things, the learning things that Channel 9 is bringing to Montana. And there's going to be just a huge explosion of the things that will be available from Channel 9 to preschool vendors, to kids in school, to teachers, to classrooms all across the Treasure Estate. And it's only possible because you call and you say, yes, I want to support KUSM Channel 9. So give us a call at 994-4000, 1-800-426-8243. Listen, if the phone's busy, go ahead and wait a couple minutes and give us a call. You won't miss much of the program. It takes a couple minutes to call. So please let us hear your support. Let us hear your pledge. Now back over to Joe.
Okay, thank you, Dennis. Before it gets too late, I want to thank you for coming in and for all your tried and true support for KUSM. We really appreciate that. This is the umpteenth drive that you've done for us, and we really appreciate your help. And now we need your help. You have to do your part to make Montana Public Television grow and become a reality for your community. If you would like to make a pledge of $180, which comes out to $15 a month, and we'll be happy to break that down into $15 a month payments, the complete set of Frugal Gourmet cooking with wine videos. Now, this is a different set than we've offered in the past. This is the Frugal Gourmet Cooks with Wine, and this is yours for a $180 pledge, $15 a month. 1-800-426-8243, 994-4000. We'll send you a pledge envelope every month if you want to be on our installment plan, or you can join our easy gift plan. We'll send you a form that authorizes your bank to transfer the $15 a month directly from your checking or savings account. All you got to do is ask for that. Back to the Judds. We hope you enjoy it. We'll see you in a little while. Thank you.
This is PBS. Next time on Nova. In past wars, bombing was unreliable and indecisive. But in the Gulf War, new technologies of stealth and smart weapons were deadly accurate. It was 43 days of air destruction that took only 100 hours of ground battle to finish off. Will future wars prove ground battles obsolete and change the face of war forever? Can bombing win a war? That's next time on Nova.
This baby was 9 months in the making and eagerly anticipated. And we're announcing a new arrival that's been years in the making and is one of the most eagerly anticipated series of the season, Childhood. 7 programs that trace a journey we've all made, but one which can still surprise us. You'll meet children from all over the world and discover how your own childhood has made you what you are today. Childhood.
Hi, I'm Patrick Stoner with my Quick Picks. Well, the British are not only coming, they're here with some of the best films around. Here are just 3 examples.
What are you going to drink? Champagne. Champagne, indeed. Well done, Martin. Well done in every respect.
Seldom has passion been portrayed on the screen so convincingly, but you expect that of Oscar winner Jeremy Irons. You also expect it from the unbearable likeness of Bean star Juliette Binoche. Louis Malle's Damage. And then, Anthony Hopkins is no cannibal in this one, but Emma Thompson may well eat up the Oscar for her portrayal in Howard's End. And finally, the simplest film of the year, as sweet as it is memorable. It tells us how we ought to live our lives by example. Enchanted April. Those are my Quick Picks. I'm Patrick Stoner.
Now let's turn to the Bible. In the New Testament, the new birth is mentioned 9 times.
Billy Graham, evangelist, a friend of every president since Eisenhower, and pastor to millions worldwide, talks about his life and his commitment, his crusades, his certainties and his doubts, on the next Talking with David Frost.
Explore America's music this season with Austin City Limits.
You're watching KUSM, Montana Public Television. You're watching KUSM, Montana Public Television.
Up in just a couple of minutes, and Dennis Carlson is going to tell you all about that.
Thanks, Joe. Basically, Joe said it all, so I'm just going to stand here for a couple of minutes and let you look at me. No, only joking. Please call now, 1-800-426-8243 or 994-4000. Time to give a couple of thank yous for the first night of the KUSM Fall Mini-Thon. Sandy Alnock of Bozeman, Frank Welmeck of Bozeman, Don Booth of Bozeman, and Jim Hamilton, all of Bozeman. Thank you very much for calling and for making a difference for Montana Public Television, KUSM Channel 9. So far, today's total, $280. Of course, that's the drive total. We're shooting for $10,000 over the next 4 days. And this is a short little mini-thon. We aren't on very long because you guys have been so great about your renewal memberships, about new memberships. You've really come through and supported Channel 9. What we're looking for tonight, what we're looking for through the mini-thon are new members. So we need to hear from you. 1-800-426-8243, 994-4000. It's really easy to join and to become a member of the KUSM family, and we're not asking you to give a lot. We're only asking you to give what you feel comfortable in giving. Again, 994-4000, 1-800-426-8243. Tonight's totals, you can see them there on the screen, $280 so far. New members, 2. That's absolutely terrific. Those are people that have called in and said, yes, I want to make a difference. I want to make a difference for Montana Public Television. Again, we're trying to raise $10,000 basically for what? Well, to keep the lights on, to keep the cameras running, to keep the programs on the air, because all those programs like the Neil Air News Hour or Nova or Barney or Sesame Street or all sorts of other things, the Ghost Rider series, all of those programs cost money. KUSM gets the signal off the satellite, puts the program on videotape, and airs it to you guys, but it costs money to do that, to get the rights to air those shows that you like so much. So whether you like nature, Boston Pops, or whatever. Maybe you saw the Audrey Hepburn program that was on last night, the show that honored her and her retrospective. A terrific program about a really wonderful lady, and that's the kind of thing you see here all the time on Montana Public Television. So give us a call now, 994-4000, 1-800-426-8243. Thanks for your support, and if the phones have been busy tonight, please try and call again. Now we'll go back over to Joe.
Okay, we have the Judds in concert coming up in just a couple of minutes. It's the farewell concert. You're going to love it. We need you to go to the phones right now and let us know that you support the programming that you enjoy here on KUSM and that you appreciate the education, the lifetime of learning that we provide each and every day right here on Montana Public Television. 1-800-426-8243, 994-4000. A $30 pledge will get you the KUSM program guide sent each and every month into your home. Or if you pledge a $75 pledge, you know that we have a brand new logo now a brand new look here at KUSM and Montana Public Television, and we have, for a $75 pledge, the brand new KUSM tote bag, and this has our brand new logo on it. It is beautiful, isn't it? And we really would like you to have one of these, and you can get that for a pledge of $75. Put it on your Visa card, your MasterCard, or your Discover card, and this tote bag is very useful. Has 3 pockets in it, including a waterproof liner on the inside, so you could use it for wet bathing suits and things like that. Take it to the grocery store, help save a tree by not using a paper bag, and this is something we know you're going to like to have with that brand new logo on it for a $75 pledge of support. 1-800-426-8243, 994-4000. We also have Center Stage, Michael Bolton, coming up later on in the evening. You're not going to want to miss that. These are great programs. They've been made possible by your support in the past. So we would like you to go to the telephones right now, make that pledge of support so that we can continue to bringing you exciting new programming right here each and every day on Montana Public Television. So give us a call, make that pledge, 1-800-426-8243. If you're in our statewide viewing audience, 994-4000 if you're right here in the Gallatin Valley. You know, it's easy and fast. We have the Gallatin Legal Secretaries Association standing by, ready, willing, and able to take your calls. So you go to the phones right now and make that call, and we'd like you to enjoy the Judds in Concert coming up now.
This program is made possible by annual financial support from viewers like you.
Montana Public Television.
Welcome to the New Garden. I'm Judy Barrett. Today we have a treat in store for you. We're going to visit a bat cave and see how bat guano is harvested. We'll also learn how to use this great fertilizer in our gardens and how to attract bats to our homes. That's today on the New Garden.
Bats are one of the most highly evolved mammals on the planet. They are as well one of the most beneficial animals on the planet as well. We're standing in front of the world's largest bat cave. And most homeowners need to realize that these creatures are very beneficial. They're harmless if treated with respect. And certainly we always tell people.
Welcome back to the studios of Montana Public Television. This is our winter pledge drive, and Mike and I promised to keep our composure during this break. But the reason that we're coming to you is that this is your opportunity to become a member of Montana Public Television.
What a wonderful program, that Perry Como.
Oh,
Irish Christmas?
It's just great. Actually, I had a chance to see Perry Como a few years ago with my father-in-law, and he's an amazing entertainer, I know that there's a lot of you out there right now enjoying this show.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And the phones
it
are
shows.
already
It
ringing.
shows.
So
Give us a call.
Get up right now.
Now, you had to go somewhere to see him.
Yeah,
right.
I had to go somewhere to see him. No, it wasn't brought into my home like it is to your home tonight. And this is your chance to show your appreciation to public television for bringing you this fine Christmas show. Yeah, we wanted to share with you a little bit about the totals so far for this winter fund drive. We have We have raised $445 today and $34,515 for the whole drive. But I think more important than that, we have 355 new members. You know, we have a goal of having 360 new members. So we're going to surpass that tonight. We're going to surpass it on this break, I'm sure. Let's see if we can get that 20 or 30 above that goal just on this evening. The new members, we really appreciate.
Let's get 5 more new members, you know, this break.
And clearly.
And those of you who have pledged your support, thank you very much. We sure appreciate it. And you understand why we come into your homes. But for those of you who have not pledged and probably are asking yourselves, why do we have these pledges? Well, the reason we do is we know that we come into about 100,000 homes in Montana. Our signal goes into those homes, yet we have about 4,000 members. So, you know, if you look at how that weighs out, we need these pledge drives to ask you for your support to try and get those other people who have not contributed. And if you're enjoying it with your family, the Perry Como special, give us a call at 1-800-426-8243, 994-4000 if you're in the local Bozeman area. Give us a call. Pledge your support.
You know, in this Christmas season, hope springs eternal. It does all year long. We have great hope and great faith that you'll right now call and become a member of public television. In the Christmas season, we have gifts for you. When you call and become a member for a $150 membership, which is a little bit more than $10 a month, we have a stadium blanket, a beautiful stadium blanket in Western motif, comes with a carrying case, and it has Montana Public Television embroidered on it. Tonight, especially for a $75 membership, we have some musical gifts for you. A special package of big band music, 4 cassette tapes, a couple of CDs of people like Guy Lombardo and his Royal Canadians. My grandfather was a big band musician. These are wonderful collections. For a $60 pledge, you can get the cassette of 3 tenors, that wonderful collection of opera tenors. And for $35, and this is very important, for $35 for new members only, during this pledge drive, we have a beautiful Montana calendar. It has stunning images of the Montana landscape, wildlife, people, and places. Month by month, you can see these images change, you can keep track of your year, and you can take pride in the fact that you've become a member of Montana Public Television. So get up right now and call 1-800-426-8243, 994-4000.
And I'd like to reiterate that calendar because we want to reach that goal this break of getting our 360 new members. So for that calendar, for a $35 pledge, give us your support. There are easy ways to pay. You can send it by check, Visa, or Discover or MasterCard. Now, if you use your credit card, you're going to get the calendar that much sooner. If you're a Montana State University employee like Dan and myself, you can use the payroll deduction. But it is important to give us a call, and we'll also send to you the program guide into your home. So you've got the calendar, and you have the program guide monthly, and it's a user-friendly guide that comes into your home and tells you all the different programs. And what Dan and I like is that the local programs that Dan and I produce are highlighted in the program guide, so you know what's coming up. Definitely the Native Voices series is the programs a lot of people enjoy, and we run all the time. So for you new members who have not pledged yet, now is the time to pledge to your Montana Public Television station by calling 1-800-426-8243 or 994-4000.
You know, what's going to happen when you call is you're going to be connected with one of our phone operators here. We have a great group that's come over from Manhattan High School. These are National Honor Roll students, really the best of Montana's high school students. They're going to take your order. They're going to ask your name and address, how much you'd like to pledge. They're going to ask you what sort of a premium you would enjoy in return. And then they're going to ask you how you'd like to pay for your pledge. And it's very easy to do. As Michael mentioned, There are payroll deductions. We actually have automatic funds transfer systems. You can use Visa, MasterCard. You can send in a check. The choice is yours. But also, we'll collect some information from you that affects our programming on Montana Public Television. This is different than commercial television. In commercial television, you really have no control over what you see. On Montana Public Television, we collect information about what shows you enjoy, what shows you'd like to see, scheduling preferences, and we work these into the schedule. If you have a favorite program, the operator will ask you that. This has a lot of impact upon our schedule. So please call 800-426-8243, 994-4000. If you get a busy signal, hang on, and we'll be right with you.
Here's an idea to consider instead of making a pledge to Montana Public Television. Make 2 pledges. Call one of the numbers on your screen now and make 1 pledge for yourself. Become a member of KUSM and immediately begin receiving our monthly program guide. If you care to pledge at one of our suggested premium giving levels, you'll also receive one of the thank you gifts we've been showing you. Our phone volunteers can quickly answer any questions and take your pledge. Then, while you're still on the line, make a second pledge of $35 or more, a gift membership for someone you care about. That way, thanks to you, someone will receive a gift subscription to our program guide for the next year. We'll send a lovely holiday greeting card and a gift subscription notice right away to anyone you designate. You'll be giving KUSM a double boost of support, and you'll be giving 2 thoughtful gifts at once. Call now and happy holidays.
It's obvious. We've got our phone bank is busy. There's just a couple phone operators who are waiting your call, so it's obvious that you all enjoy Perry Como. So why don't we go back to the promo Perry Como Christmas. Thank you for calling. Give us a call at 1-800-426-8243, 994-4000.
The lady I'm about to introduce, though, is a major star here. All I have to do is say one word: Twink.
Hiya, happy holiday. I'm happy to sing these songs for you. So why don't you listen to the folks in the studio? They sing terrible, but they have something to tell you.
Welcome back into the studios of KUSM. I'm Mike Keating, Director of Productions, and we're here to ask for your support. If you're enjoying the program, Perry Como's Irish Christmas, then give us a call and pledge your support. We do have some people to thank who called last break. Matt and Vi Odell from Butte, thank you very much. Ralph and Dottie Weigel from Billings. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. Call back and they'll let me know. Francis Rao and George Jean Simpkins. And we want to thank those people very much for calling. Dan has some other people to thank as well. And so people are calling in and they're pledging their support. They're enjoying the program, so we know that you like it. So give us a call and pledge your support. Another person called in and asked for a little history. The special you're watching was filmed at the Point Theatre in Dublin, Ireland, and we'll give you more information as the night goes on about this program, but that was one of the comments. Somebody asked, hey, I'd like a little bit more information, and now we're giving it right back to you, the information, and that's how this works. We ask for your support, and then we give the information back to you, but we have to hear from you, so give us a call right now, 1-800-426-8243 or 994-4000.
And you're right, Mike, that's what public television can do. Thank you for calling. We have some other thank yous to do for new members. We really appreciate the new members this Christmas fund drive. Mr. William and Mrs. Ruth Batchen from Billings, Mrs. Dean Albert and Mr. Dean Albert and Mrs. Dorothy Albert from Great Falls, Nicholas Stanislawek and Audrey Stanislawek from Billings, Del Barnikoff from Helena, Ron Silver and Tricia Silver from Helena, Walter Robitz from Great Falls, and Greg Hilton from Dillon. We thank you very much. We're up above our goal right now in terms of new members, but we really want to push that number up. So if you've been thinking about joining, Montana Public Television, now is the time to do it. And show your support for great shows like Perry Como's Irish Christmas. We have some thank yous to give to you, some premiums for joining Montana Public Television. We have for a $150 pledge, we have a beautiful stadium blanket. You can see on screen right now with the embroidered Montana Public Television logo. For $75, we have a package of big band music that's near and dear to my heart. My grandfather was a big band orchestra leader. For $60, we have the audio cassette of the Three Tenors, the beautiful, beautiful concert that was given in the Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. And for $35, for those special new members, we have a Montana calendar, a beautiful calendar with images of the Montana landscape, scenery, people, and places for a $35 pledge. These are all our ways of saying thank you for becoming members of Montana Public Television. We have a couple of phones busy right now. Let's see if we can get them all busy. At the end of last break, we got 6 going. So if you're thinking about joining, now is the time to do it. Call 1-800-426-8243, 994-4000. Become a member of your public television now.
Not only is PBS a pioneer in that, they are also they're a pioneer in bringing the the Watergate hearings, which then gave birth to C-SPAN. And so PBS has always been in the front with new and innovative ideas and programs. Sesame Street Pep is another new and inventive way of actually using television programs to instruct instead of just to babysit. And so if you want to become a member of the new pioneer age, if you will, then give us a call and pledge your support. The benefits that you'll receive, the major benefit of a $35 pledge or more, we will be happy to send to you the KUSM program guide. This is a monthly guide that comes into your home, user-friendly, and it describes all the programs that are coming up and when they're going to happen. And what Dan and I really enjoy is the local programs are highlighted, and so you know the ones that are made in Montana for Montana, you know exactly when that is going to happen. Another benefit that you receive is you are able to give your comments back to us. What programs you like, what you don't like, what you like about the station, and what you don't like. And you can use the guide to get that information back to us because there's a phone number on that. But you have to use the phone number first, and that number is 1-800-426-8243, 994-4000 if you're in the Bozeman area.
You know, Mike quoted Henry David Thoreau earlier, and it's a quote that bears repeating. Truth requires 2 things: someone to speak it and someone to hear it. And really that's what's involved in public television more than any other kind of television on the air or on the cable. Whenever something important is communicated, there's a transaction going on. Someone gives something away and someone takes. Public television is that kind of a partnership. We're non-commercial, viewer-supported television. There's many, many people out there tonight who are watching who are the other half of that partnership, and we really want you to take responsibility for your partnership. Go right now to your phone and decide to become a member of Montana Public Television. You're probably aware that we're losing some government support, so your membership dollars are extremely important to us. They give us the revenue that we need to keep programs like Perry Como's Christmas on the air. Expensive to carry, important to carry, dependent upon you to become a member so that we can bring it to you. So right now, call 800-426-8243, 994-4000, and become a member.
Here's an idea to consider instead of making a pledge to Montana Public Television. Make 2 pledges. Call one of the numbers on your screen now and make 1 pledge for yourself. Become a member of KUSM and immediately begin receiving our monthly program guide. If you care to pledge at one of our suggested premium giving levels, you'll also receive one of the thank you gifts we've been showing you. Our phone volunteers can quickly answer any questions and take your pledge. Then, while you're still on the line, make a second pledge of $35 or more, a gift membership for someone you care about. That way, thanks to you, someone will receive a gift subscription to our program guide for the next year. We'll send a lovely holiday greeting card and a gift subscription notice right away to anyone you designate. You'll be giving KUSM a double boost of support, and you'll be giving 2 thoughtful gifts at once. Call now and happy holidays.
It's the holiday season. We're watching Perry Como's Irish Christmas special, and a special way that you can give a gift is the gift that keeps on giving really is public television, where every day we're giving to you the educational, entertaining programs that you enjoy. And so if you're enjoying Perry Como, write this number down. And during the program, give us a call and we'll take your pledge.
This program is made possible by annual financial support from viewers like you and by the Doyle Hotel Group, Ireland's business address.
Merry Christmas from Ireland. I hope you're enjoying our holiday show. Now, if you'll just take a moment to listen to an important message from the folks at the public TV station. Happy holiday.
Did you know that Perry Como is now reaching his 62nd year in entertainment? And he is a steady entertainer, just like public television is a steady entertainer and educator. But that is only through the help of your calls. We're back into the studios of KUSM. Hello, I'm Mike Keating, Director of Productions, and we're taking a short break from this Christmas special to ask you for your support. If there's a little Irish in you, then give us a call. And give us a little green in here if you can, and pledge your support to public television. Someone called earlier asking for some background. They pledged and then asked for some background on this special. Did you know the Artane Boys Band, this is Ireland's most famous marching band that you're watching, they headed last year's St. Patrick's Day Parade in Moscow, Russia. Now, where can you get a band that goes to Russia and then comes right into your home? Only on public television and only by calling and pledging your support. So right now, if you're enjoying the program, give us a call and pledge your support to KUSM Montana Public Television, and it is your Montana Public Television. We're located on the campus of Bozeman, serving most of Montana. So give us a call at 1-800-426-8243 or 994-4000 in the local area.
And as it says on the screen, we're viewer-supported television. Hi, I'm Dan Hart. I'm a producer here at Montana Public Television. Mike and I have come in here tonight to do our duty to urge you to call Montana Public Television and become a member. You know, we like to think of public television as television on an honor system. With commercial television, you know how you're paying for things. You might have your cable bill, but you certainly have the commercials that you watch, which seem to take up more and more and more of the program time. Not so on public television. We have these occasional breaks, a couple of times a year, where we ask for your support. Other than that, it's non-commercial television. There's a great many viewers out there in Montana right now who are watching this show tonight who we know aren't members of Montana Public Television. It's really an honor system. It's, it's dependent upon you to get up right now and to go to your phone and to call and become a member of Montana Public Television. We need these dollars to bring you the programming that you're watching, to get you back to Perry Como, to keep Perry Como on the air, to keep Nature and Sesame Street and all of the other entertaining and educational programs that you've known to love and depend on to be more than a babysitter in your family. So please get up right now and call 1-800-426-8243 or 994-4000 and become a member.
67 cents a week. You know, if you consider what you spend to rent a video or go to a movie, you know, if you could just give that $5 a month, those pledges do add up, and we do appreciate it. So give us a call, and if you do pledge of $35 or over, we'll be happy to send you some thank you gifts. For a $150 pledge, we'll send you the stadium blanket. We'll come right into your home and to keep you warm all through the winter. It's made of polar fleece, comes with a handy carrying case, as you can see, has Montana Public Television beautifully embroidered in the corner. For a $75 pledge, we have a special package of the big band music. This is a 4-cassette tape set of the favorites of Guy Lombardo and the Royal Canadians, the sweetest music this side of heaven. Lawrence Welk fans will treasure this collection. And a $60 pledge will bring you the audio cassette of the Three Tenors. This is their memorable 1994 reunion at the Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles, and that's for a $60 pledge. And now this is for new members only. If you have not supported public television, now's the time to call for a $35 pledge. We will send you our full-color 1996 Montana calendar. We'll come into your home, but this is for new members only. And if you're making a renewal, what I would suggest is, instead of renewing at the $35 spot in order to hope to get the calendar, give a little bit more, pledge $50, and we'll send you the travel mug. So this, the calendar is just to welcome our new members. But what's more important than these thank you gifts are the programs that you see, like the Perry Como Irish Special. That is what you receive, and that is what happens when you call 1-800-426-8243 or 994-4000.
You know, we're on a good pace right now to reach our goal for the evening, so it's really important for you to keep us on that pace. We can hear that you're accepting responsibility for being viewers of Montana Public Television. You know, we're really proud that you've chosen to watch Montana Public Television. I mean, the airwaves are getting more crowded all the time. You've got the choices of dozens and dozens and dozens of channels to watch. Yet we know through our research that more than half of all Montanans, in fact half of all Americans, regularly every week watch public television. Some of those go the additional step of becoming members. So if you're a viewer of public television and haven't chosen yet to become a member, please take that step now. We depend upon your support to keep the fine programming on the air. And I think you've come to depend on public television to provide quality entertainment and education in your home. So please, right now call 800-426-8243, 994-4000.
Good intentions. Good intentions. You know, I intend to call one of these days. Well, one of these days is today. Give us a call, even though you've been waiting and waiting and saying, oh, it's a great thing. You know, Dan is right. The airwaves, there's a lot of choices out there. But really, you know, when they say, you know, if there's something good on public television, another station will pick it up. That is not true. There are some programs that will fall through the crack, and I think Perry Como is one of them. And so if you're enjoying this program and you have the intention of becoming a member, now's the time to make that decision and give us a call at 1-800-426-8243, 994-4000 if you're in the local area. Give us a call and become a member of KUSM.
Hello, I'm Tommy Macomb. At this very special time of year, it's very important to remember all the things for which we should be thankful. Because you appreciate all that this public television station has shared with you, I hope you'll give a little back yourself by calling the number you see on your screen right now and becoming a member. Happy holidays and best wishes for a wonderful new year and a peaceful one as well. Thanks very much.
You know, if you're watching our program on cable, you're like a lot of other viewers. We reach all around the state, and we really appreciate the support that our friends in the cable companies give us. They carry our signal all around the state of Montana. But did you know that we don't receive any revenue from the cable companies? We provide the program for free. They agree to carry it for free. All of the other things that you watch on cable, those companies are paid. So we are still dependent upon you to become member supporters of Montana Public Television. We have a lot of thanks that we're going to give during the next break. We didn't have a chance to get to it in this break. Add your name to the list. let's get to our goal in the next break. And we can only do that by your getting up and calling 800-426-8243, 994-4000.
This program is made possible by annual financial support from viewers like you and by the Doyle Hotel Group, Ireland's business address.
If you've been enjoying the program, Perry Como's Christmas Special, please give your support to KUSM. Call right now. What a wonderful program. What a family entertaining program that comes into your home because of your support. Someone called in and asked for some trivial about this program. Did you know that the boys of the Palestrina Choir, they sang last year at a Mass with Pope John Paul II at St. Peter's. And again, the Altairn Boys Band, Ireland's most famous marching band, headed last year's St. Patrick's Day Parade in Moscow, Russia. And so here are these entertainers getting together. That special guest, her nickname was Twink. It was Adelaide King, Ireland's favorite homegrown performer. She's been performing since she was 5 years old. And so here are a gathering of stars coming together into your home because of KUSM, Montana Public Television, because of you. And the saying that we've been talking about all night, if PBS doesn't do it, who will? Well, if you don't do it, who will? So give us a call right now. We have the high school students from Manhattan. They are from the Honor Society, and they'll be happy to take your pledge. Give us a call later on. We'd like to thank Lear Kynes for providing beverages through the pledge drive, and also tell you about what's coming up later on this tomorrow and the next day. Saturday we have Lawrence Welk's Christmas Special, and then we have the Best of Pledge. And what happened, the program that won it was Nature's Serenade, and so we're running that tomorrow. And so right now, if you want to enjoy those programs guilt-free, then call right now and pledge your support to 1-800-426-8243, 994-4000.
You know, and if you've been enjoying the program tonight, enjoying programs like Nature's Serenade, and we know you have been as well, we know you have been through research, it's up to you to become a member of Montana Public Television. You know, those of you who have contributed and become members of Montana Public Television, we thank you. We thank you very much. You help to keep these programs on the air. If you've never made a contribution to public television, now's the time to do it. Now's the time to get up, go to the phone, and become a member by calling 800-426-8243, locally 994-4000. Become a member.
And we are still on the internet. We do have our worldwide home page called Visions, and give us a look on it, and also pledge your support to KUSM if you enjoy the programs. There it is. The address is on the screen, visions.montana.edu, and you'll definitely see the new home pages of KUSM, your Montana Public Television home pages, if you call and pledge your support. If you enjoyed the program, give us a call and we will be happy to send you some thank you gifts. For a pledge of $150, we'll send you a Made in Montana Stadium blanket. It is made of polar fleece, comes with a nice carrying case, and has Montana Public Television beautifully embroidered on it. For a $75 pledge, we have a special packet of the big band music, 4 cassette tape sets of favorites from Guy Lombardo and his Royal Canadians. As it says, the sweetest music this side of heaven, and Lawrence Welk fans will treasure this collection. For a $60 pledge, we'll send you the audio cassette tape, The Three Tenors. Now, you notice that you've got 4 people pictured on the 3 tenors. Well, the 4th person is the conductor, Zubin Mehta. And that's for a $60 pledge or a monthly installment of $5. And for you new members of a $35 pledge, we'll be happy to send you our full-color 1996 Montana calendar. 13 original scenes encompassing the breadth and seasonal beauty of our state by Northwestern photographer David Munich. With a pledge of $35 or more, you'll receive the calendar and the program guide coming right into your home. So these are thank you gifts that we'd love to send you, but the best gift that you get is the programming that you enjoy. Every pledge you make, every dollar goes to programming, and every pledge counts. So call us at 1-800-426-8243 or 994-4000.
You know, we're finishing up for the evening, and we're kind of rushing, trying to hit our goal. So if you've been thinking about joining Montana Public Television, right now is the time to do it. You'll send us home with a smile, a bigger smile than we already have on our faces, because you'll help us to know, we'll all know, that we've done our responsibility to give support to public television in this country. You know, we talk a lot about the premiums that we give you, and it's certainly nice to be able to give you these gifts. But don't think because you can't afford, you know, a yearly pledge of $150 that you might only be able to contribute $25, that doesn't matter to us. In fact, the bulk of our membership donations every year are small memberships, and they add up. Believe me, they add up, and they help us to pay for their programming. So even if you can only contribute a small amount, go to the phone right now and decide to become a member of Montana Public Television. We need and appreciate your support, and you can show that by getting up right now, walking over to your telephone and calling 1-800-426-8243, 994-4000. Please become a member.
Hello, my name is Dr. Al Johnson, and I make my home in the city of Great Falls. As an educator, I know the value of learning, and I look to Montana Public Television to provide what I cannot get on other channels. Quality public affairs programming such as Washington Week in Review, Wall Street Week, Frontline, and the News Hour with Jim Lara help us all understand the events of our world in a thoughtful and intelligent way. Programming in the arts such as Live from Lincoln Center, Masterpiece Theater, American Playhouse, Mystery, and Austin City Limits also enrich our lives in so many ways. This is what public television is all about, but this kind of quality is not free. If we value this extraordinary service in our community, we must make a tangible commitment to it. If you think so, then I invite you to support public television in Montana. If public television doesn't bring this kind of quality into our lives, who will? Please become a viewer-supporter of Montana Public Television, and thank you.
You know, you probably said to yourself, like I said to myself some years ago, someday, you know, you're watching the program, you're watching Perry Como, you're watching Nova, you're watching Frontline, you're watching one of the public television programs that you enjoy, and more than half of all Americans watch public television every week. And you said to yourself, someday I'm going to get around to giving them a call because they do deserve my support. Well, this is the someday. You know, we're losing federal dollars. We're losing some other kinds of support. We're becoming more hopeful that you will become a member of Montana Public Television to pick up the slack there. So make this the someday. Get up right now. Go over to your telephone. We've got about 3 or 4 operators open right now, so give a call right now. Give these kids a happy send-off. Call 1-800-426-8243, 994-4000.
We're getting it together here. We're pulling it all together to keep public television going, to keep programs going into your homes. We've got Dan and myself, who are producers here at KUSM. We've got Jackie Whiteman, who's directing the pledge drive. And we've got students here who are running cameras, AD, audio, and we also have our lovely phone operators, and they're from the Manhattan, they're from the Honor Society. Wait. The National Honor Society of Manhattan High School are here to answer your phones. They're taking your calls and your pledges. And we also have Clyde Dawson, who is our program development director, and Eileen, who is our new membership director. And they are in the back counting all this and getting it. So we're all doing our part, and now it's time for you to do your part and call and pledge your support. As Dan said, someday will never come unless you make it today, right now. So give us a call, 1-800-426-8243, 994-4000.
I wanted to add a thanks there, too. Eleanor Mest from the Friends Board is here tonight answering phones as well. They kind of work their way around the corner, so she's really happy when they get down to her end. Let's see if we can get her busy before the end of this break. Believe me, we need the support. You know, you've probably read in the newspapers that there's been considerable furious debate about the elimination of federal dollars for public broadcasting. So we've experienced some cuts lately. It's really important that you pick up the slack. Right now, go to your phones, decide to become a member of Montana Public Television. We know there are a great many of you out there who are watching our programs, who are members, and we thank you for that. We know there are a great many of you who aren't members and have been thinking about becoming members. This is the time to do it. This is the time to become, you know, in fact, reductions have already started. We had a $33,000 shortfall that we have to make up this year's budget. The pledge drive helps a lot, so you can help by calling 800-426-8243. Become a member of your television station.
This program is made possible in part by D.A. Davidson and Company, an investment firm serving the individual investor since 1935.
By New West Advertising, a full-service advertising, graphic design, and video production agency located in Bozeman, serving all of Montana since 1974. Additional funding provided by MSR Exploration, with offices in Cut Bank, Montana, developing oil and gas reserves for the future. And by the Friends of Montana Public Television, oil and gas reserves for the future. And by the Friends of Montana Public Television.
On Mystery, the conclusion to The Last Vampire.
Stockton is dead.
No, sir, he is not. Or if it is, it's the living dead, as God's my witness.
Say someone!
Try to do wasn't just stand aside and let him destroy us all.
Vampires don't exist.
I've seen a ghost. The Last Vampire on Mystery.
We must find him.
Hello, I'm Louis Rukeyser, inviting you to join me for the next edition of Wall Street Week, where my guest will be one of the most respected old hands in finance, Brad Perry, who surveys both the financial markets and the economy for David L. Babson and Company, and will be giving us the benefit of his lifetime of experience in the great game of money.
Montana section, where you can see where programs specific to you as a Montanan are. You see Backroads, you'll see Montana Ag Live, The Second Century, Planning Montana. Very vital to know what makes Montana Public Television vital to you. So for a $35 pledge, the program guide. Pick up the phone, 1-800-426-8243.
We have a brand new business newcomer who's supporting Montana Public Television and, importantly, our children's programming. Welcome aboard Great Rocky Mountain Toy Company, and they're also a sponsor of tonight's programming. Are you a newcomer to Montana? Did you belong to a public television station where you came from? I know when I moved around with my husband in his military career, one of the most important things after finding a doctor and a dry cleaner was finding out where we could get this old house, finding out where we could get Jim Lair. It's important, if you're a newcomer to Montana, that you contribute to Montana Public Television. Our market is a lot smaller than others, so please do call us at 1-800-426-8243. Thank you.
Hello, I'm William Marcus, station manager of KUSM-TV and the host of the Backroads of Montana. Montana Public Television is your station. We have a special responsibility to make sure that the programs that are on the station are the very best available. We hope you'll agree that programs like Masterpiece Theater, Nova, Sesame Street, the Backroads of Montana, and Frontline are the kinds of programs you want your family to see. Montana Public Television needs your support to keep those programs on the air. Become a friend of Montana Public Television and sit back and watch a public television service you can call your very own.
And if you don't support Montana Public Television, who will?
The roll-in you just saw was of William Marcus. He's the station manager, my boss, of KUSM-TV in Missoula, Montana. William is as dedicated to public television as anybody I've ever met. He has struggled for 5 years to get that station on the air, so he deserves a lot of credit for doing that. But we need you to do your hard work. We need you to pick up the phone. It's not that hard, and you can do it. And if you do that, then we have some wonderful premiums that you might be interested in tonight. For $100 there, you see it, the McNeil Air News Executive Portfolio Bag. I have one very similar to this. Has a place for your cell phone, your business cards, your pens, your pencils. Very organized, so this is something very nice to have. And there you see the NewsHour, marble mug. You get 2 of them. Very nice to have your coffee. You can put them at work, show that you support public television. And for any pledge over $35 that is charged, you get a Montana Public Television coffee mug or your choice of the Montana Public Television rain gauge. Spring is coming. You'll need to know how much water is in that garden. But it all starts with you going to the phone and making a commitment to Montana Public Television. Dory and I are here because we're committed. Our volunteers are here because they're committed. The camera people are committed. We need you to be. 1-800-426-8243.
We have 2 local businesses who are also committed to Montana Public Television and show us their commitment time in and time out. Thank you to Lairkine's Coca-Cola and 7-Up Bottling Company for giving us liquid refreshments tonight. And Rick at Rick Seidel's Restaurant and Catering in Bozeman has been providing us with the food we need to keep going. We salute these groups, and we also want to thank the parents from Wilson School, the Science and Technology Magnet School here in Bozeman. They've given up their Monday night to help us. Please take a couple of minutes. Call us at 1-800-426-8243.
You know, when you turn on your TV every evening, and if you have cable, you could have up to 70 stations to choose from. I want you to think about the station you're watching and who controls it and what's their motivation. Now, if you're watching one of the national channels, well, obviously, who controls it? It's in L.A. or New York or Atlanta someplace, maybe even Orlando. Montana Public Television is here in your backyard. KUSM is in Bozeman. KUSM-TV is in Missoula. We're partners in Montana Public Television. We are Montanans. We live in the community. Now, let's talk about motive. Commercial stations are just that. They are commercial. We aren't. We're non-commercial by law. We are here to bring you quality programming because we want you to have it. We think it's important. Pick up the phone, 1-800-426-8243.
We couldn't make it any easier for you to pay. We've got single payment, charge, automatic transfer. Call us, and please, please hold on to your seats because River Dance is coming up. You know, this started in 1994 as a 3-minute performance, and you're just not going to believe how incredible it is. And this is the kind of programming that makes Montana Public Television so special. Grab your soda pop, grab your kids. This is a program for the whole family. And if you love Riverdance as much as we think you're going to, then please do give us a call anytime this evening. We'll be standing by at 1-800-426-8243. Enjoy.
If you would prefer to mail your pledge, you can send it to Friends of Montana Public Television, P.O. Box 1995, Bozeman, Montana, 59771-1995. And thank you for your support.
Hello, I'm Moya Doherty, and I'm the producer of Riverdance. I want to offer each of you a special welcome to this American broadcast. You're about to see a production that simply has outstripped every hope and expectation we had for it. Riverdance was born as a short dance interlude in a European music special, but the extraordinary response to those first 7 minutes of dance inspired us to create a full live stage production. That was a true phenomenon of Irish dance and music, which set fire to audiences and forged new connections across the world. Tonight, we're very happy to share the original version of Riverdance with you. And now the opening act of Riverdance the Show.
This program is made possible by annual financial support from viewers like you.
Wow, isn't that just spectacular? Irish step dancing. Where else but on Montana Public Television are you going to find this on the TV on a Monday evening? If you're half as excited as we are, please get up and go to your telephone and support our March pledge drive. My name is Dory Reffling. I'm a development consultant for Montana Public Television, and we are in our March pledge drive. It's programs like this that set us apart, and it's support from you that helps us bring programs like this. The goals for this pledge drive are $52,000. We're a little bit more than halfway through the drive, but we're not yet at that halfway mark. You can help us get there tonight. Please, please, if you love this programming, as we do, go and call 1-800-426-8243.
Riverdance. It is a program that has swept the nation. You will probably read about it, see about it in many different places. Public television brought it to you first. Montana Public Television brought it to you first. Now it's everywhere, but we're re-airing the original, and if you can go and pick up that phone and become a member, we have some special thank you gifts premiums just for you. For a pledge of $120, you get your very own copy of Riverdance, no pledge breaks involved, stereo sound for your home theater enjoyment. Watch it whenever you want. It's a great price. Plus, you help support Montana Public Television. That's vital. I see all the phones lit up. That is so wonderful. You're getting a busy signal, though. Please keep trying, because our volunteers are here for the rest of the evening. Also, for a little less of a pledge, for $60, you can get our Montana Public Television tote bag. Wonderful for going to the grocery store, putting your groceries in, or using around the home. Also, for a $35 pledge that is charged, or any pledge above that amount that is charged, you get your choice of the Montana Public Television coffee mug or the Montana Public Television rain gauge. Spring is on its way, you gardeners. This will be something wonderful for you. But it all starts with you picking up the phone. What a program. I cannot take my eyes off of this program. Every time I see it, I'm glued to it. Wonderful music. Starts with your picking up the phone. 1-800-426-8243.
Not all of us in Montana get to go to concerts, a whole season of concerts, or see a live opera, or go to Dublin or New York City and see Irish step dancing. And it's because of that that Montana Public Television is especially important to Montanans. Where else do you get to see these great programs? Les Miserables, the Colm Wilkinson musical that we heard earlier this week, and now tonight, the Super Riverdance. And you know, the only requirement that you have is a working television set. You get to sit in the comfort of your home, you get to sit in your sweats or your jammies if you choose, and we bring it to you at no charge. What we do ask, however, is if this kind of programming appeals to you, if the number is busy, please call back. We'll have operators here all night, but do write down this number, 1-800-426-8243.
Make your pledge to Montana Public Television. All it takes is a phone call, and there are several ways you could pay your pledge. You can send us a check for the whole amount in a handy payment envelope we'll send you, and you'll be done. Or you can charge it to your MasterCard, your Visa, or your Discover card, and then pay off the balance whenever you choose. Very handy. You can have us set up an automatic funds transfer from your checking account each month in any amount you decide. Or if you're a Montana State University employee, we can authorize a payroll deduction plan. When you call to make your pledge, just tell our phone volunteer how you'd like to pay, and we'll do all the rest. But please, call now.
Well, the phones right now, I think they're all busy. I see a couple are empty ones. Please, if you tried to call and the line was busy, now's your chance. The number's on the bottom of your screen. And you might be wondering, why do Montana Public Television do pledge drives? Well, we can't be like some of the premium movie channels and charge you extra every month for it. And our license says we have to be non-commercial. So basically, it's one of the few ways we can raise funds, and it's directly to you. It only happens 3 times a year, a very small percentage of the time that we're on the air, and it's your chance to let us know what you like, don't like, and what you enjoy. Riverdance, if you've been watching it, it's wonderful, but we need your help to support it. More programs like it, you got to pick up the phone. 1-800-426-8243.
We've got telephones available now, so please do go and call. When you call, bear in mind that we have some premiums or special enticements. For a pledge of $120 or more, we have the 71-minute long VHS tape of Riverdance, so that whenever you need to get in a good mood and fired up, you can turn it on your TV. So please call with that in mind. For $60, we have our Montana Public Television canvas bag. It's really sturdy. I know mine has been through the mud and back. I've washed it. It's great, made out of canvas, has our logo on it. So that's a $60 pledge. And remember, with any credit card pledge, that is any MasterCard, Visa, or Discover charge of $35 or more, we'll give you your choice of either our Montana Public Television ceramic mug or our brand new rain gauge. We hope to see rain gauges coming up like tulips in yards this spring. So please do call us and get your credit card out. It's 1-800-426-8243.
Hello, I'm Moya Doherty, and I want to thank you all for the warm American welcome you've given to Riverdance. From the first performance of the original production in New York City last year, through our ongoing tour this winter, your response has lifted our hearts and put wings on the feet of our dancers. Even though our live performances have been sold out, this public television station has afforded you a chance to enjoy Riverdance at home. Now I'm going to do something I've never had to do before. I'm going to ask you to support your public television station. Public television opens the window on the world for every American. As the world gets smaller, public television makes our world larger. But your help is the key. Please give generously and do it right now. There's a world of tradition as well as new creativity around us. And with your help, this public television station will keep on with its work and bring that world to your home. Thank you so much.
You know, I've heard the saying that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. And I try to remind myself of that every time I look at something and go, oh my God, I'm gonna finish all that. And you got to take it one step at a time. Here at Montana Public Television, that's how we view a pledge drive. That's how we view our funding. One pledge at a time. Every individual pledge, no matter how big or how small, creates the funding that we need to provide the service you love. So if you only can afford $35 of basic membership, that'd be wonderful. If you can afford the $120 and get a copy of Riverdance, that's wonderful also. But the most important part of all this concept is you have to pick up the phone, 1-800-426-8243.
This night of Pledge Drive is brought to us by one of our very newest underwriters, the Great Rocky Mountain Toy Company. It has a shop in downtown Bozeman, and now it's up at the Mountain Village at Big Sky, so be sure to check it out. They feature educational, non-violent toys and games for all ages, and they are a proud sponsor of Montana Public Television. Please call with your pledge, 1-800-426-8243.
Montana Public Television is made up of KUSM and KUFM in Missoula, but it's also made up of sponsors and volunteers, and we want to thank some of them tonight. First of all, we want to thank Learkind's Bottling Company. They provide the soft drinks here for the crew, have been a long supporter of public television. We really want to thank them. We'd also like to thank Zeidel's Catering here at Bozeman. They provided the meals for our volunteers, a wonderful place. Thanks for the support of Montana Public Television. We want to thank the parents of Wilson schools. They're the nice people you're going to talk to when you go pick up the phone. I know you're going to do that because you want to help support Montana Public Television. You're probably also interested in getting a copy of the VHS tape for $120. What a St. Patrick's Day right around the corner. What a great gift for that Irish friend or Irish relative you have. It's going to be great. But don't go anywhere. Riverdance is coming back. If you tried to call, it was busy. Don't worry, our volunteers are here. They're waiting for your call. Riverdance is going to be here in just a couple of seconds. If you're channel surfing and you're wondering what I'm talking about, don't move. Stay right where you are. Riverdance is coming back, but it all starts with your support. 1-800-426-8243. Thank you.
If you would like to mail in your pledge, send it to Friends of Montana Public Television, P.O. Box 1995, Bozeman, Montana 59771-1995. And thank you for your support.
Moya, this is wonderful to our production of Riverdance. Started out as something very different, didn't it?
Indeed, Riverdance started its origins as part of a major European television show that was produced by Ireland called the Eurovision Song Contest. It was an interval act, and what I wanted to do with it as producer of the show was project a very positive image of contemporary modern Ireland, but drawing on our traditional roots. And we had an instant magical response, and people wanted to see more.
Did you know right away that you were going to make a larger production out of this?
Yes, and we developed it very quickly into a full 2.5-hour stage show.
How quickly?
Well, within the space of 10 months, but the composer, Bill Whelan, wrote the entire score in 3 months.
That's amazing.
It is an extraordinarily quick turnaround, and 10 months later we opened to incredible reviews in Dublin.
The 2-hour production has changed considerably over the year, has it not?
Yes, essentially, while the first 7-minute piece was purely Irish music and dance, we strongly felt that if we wanted to create a 2-hour show, one of the concepts we wanted to embrace was the sense of this journey, this global journey, and the Irish culture embracing other cultures like Spanish, Eastern European, American, and sharing, using one voice to share the experience through song and dance. So effectively, while the first part of Riverdance is elemental in feel and very much rooted in the Celtic tradition, the second part of Riverdance takes us on this journey, which in many ways mirrors the journey of the Irish emigrant.
What has been the response as you've taken the show on the road? Has it been what you expected?
Well, it's really been very emotional, and it's been incredibly overwhelming. I mean, the American audiences have embraced this show so warmly and so affectionately. And I think it has an energy and a truth and an integrity that touches people, and it's working extremely well for us.
Programs like Riverdance are made possible through your generous financial support. Call this public television station right now to keep the music alive.
Just a super, super exciting program. The kind of programming that we bring to you on Montana Public Television. Hi, I'm Dory Reffling, and I'm the development consultant for Montana Public Television. We are in our March pledge drive, and how appropriate to have Riverdance with St. Patrick's Day only a week away. It kind of makes you wish you were born Irish. Just love the music, the mythology, the fire dance was spectacular, and of course all the rest of the Irish step dancing just keeps your toes tapping away. Please remember when you call in, if you get a busy phone, the phones are busy now, but please write down the number and be sure to call us back. This is the kind of programming that you find only on Montana Public Television. You might see references elsewhere, but we got it. So write down that number on your screen and give us a call in a few minutes, please.
Well, thank you, Dory. You know, you said you wish you were Irish. Well, some of us were lucky enough to actually be born in Ireland. I was lucky to be born in Dublin. So this show is just marvelous for me. Gives me a chance to see a lot of the, I didn't grow up there. I was just born there. I grew up here in the States. but it's just wonderful to see it. And with St. Patrick's Day coming, all of the Butte people, your Irish heritage, this is something you have to have. And if you do pick up that phone and give us a call, we have a few thank you gifts we'd like to tell you about. $120, you can have your own copy of Riverdance. Watch it whenever you want. High fidelity sound, stereo sound, no pledge breaks in between. So they're $120, and you get to support Montana Public Television. What a wonderful idea. Also, if that's maybe a little too much for you, how about $60? You can help us out and get the Montana Public Television tote bag. Great for going to the grocery store or using to carry things around. Maybe some Girl Scout cookies you have to deliver. This would be wonderful to do that in. And for any charge pledge for $35 or more, you can get the Montana Public Television coffee mug. Let everybody at work know that you support Montana Public Television, or the Montana Public Television rain gauge. Spring is on its way. Spring showers, May flowers. So you'll want to get your rain gauge for a credit card pledge of $35 or more. The phones are ringing. If you get a busy signal, please keep trying. Our operators are here and waiting to talk to you. $120, you get that tape right there. You can charge it on your credit card. 1-800-426-8243.
If you wonder what level to start at, if you've never been a member of the Friends of Montana Public Television, we suggest $35. And $35 is a good starting point because chiefly you will get our program guide. The program guide comes to you at the end. Now it'll come the end of March, and it'll be for April. It's going to list for you all the children's programs that you can cut out on one page and keep by your refrigerator so you know what your children are watching. It lists all the how-to programs, the great quilting and sewing shows, the woodworking programs. It also lists repeat performances. Maybe you discover that you missed Mystery Thursday night and you want to know when it's going to air again. Well, you'll find out that it's Sunday afternoon if you get that program guide. So please do call. If the lines are busy, write that number down. It's 1-800-426-8243.
Hi, I'm Bill Whelan, and I'm here to ask you to support this public television station. When I tried to find funding to release the soundtrack from Riverdance, no commercial investor could see this show's potential. That's a story many creative people encounter, and that's why I urge you to support public television. As long as this television station can do its job, artistic value comes first. As an artist, that's the breath of life, so please support public television now. Your help makes you a partner in good television and a partner of every creative soul that values beauty and excellence, at least as much as profit.
Oh, and Riverdance, what a program. Now, not many people thank people for doing things. It's part of our society that we don't do much anymore. I want to thank you for making a choice and watching Montana Public Television. If you are a member of Montana Public Television, I really want to thank you. You have taken the plunge, so to say. You have decided to support what you watch. Now, the rest of you who've made a choice to watch us tonight but aren't members, I need you to go the extra step. Go to the phone, pick it up, and let us know that you support what you're watching. If you get a busy signal, don't worry. Our operators are standing by. They will be waiting for you. Please try again. It's all about choices. You've made a choice to watch. Now it's time to make a choice to support. 1-800-426-8243.
We have a business friend we'd like to thank tonight. The Great Rocky Mountain Toy Company is helping to bring this super program to you. They have a store in Bozeman and up at the Mountain Village in Big Sky. They feature educational, non-violent, non-commercial toys. Sound familiar? The Marriage Made in Heaven. We love having them here. Don't forget when you call in that we have for a $120 pledge your own VHS copy of tonight's program. It's complete with everything you see, but it doesn't include Danny and me. For $60, we'd be happy to send you our Montana Public Television tote bag. It's 100% canvas, gusseted. It has our Montana Public TV logo imprinted in it, and you can carry it around, and remember to carry those Girl Scout cookies in it. Also for $35, as long as you put it on a credit card, on a MasterCard, a Visa, or a Discover, we'd be happy to send you at your choice either our Montana mug, our Montana Public Television mug, or this is a brand new item that you're seeing on your screen. It's our rain gauge, and it's that time to start thinking about rain. So please remember, if the phone is busy, to call later at 1-800-426-8243.
You know, making quality television like Riverdance takes a lot of people all working together for a goal, and that's what we have here at Montana Public Television. And some of the people that help us do that, I'd like to thank them right now. First off, we have Lear Kynes Bottling Company. They supply the drinks for our volunteers and crew. Really want to thank them for supporting us. Also, we want to thank Zidell's, I hope I pronounced that right, of Bozeman. They're a catering company. They've been feeding our crew. We really want to thank them for supporting us. We also want to thank our phone volunteers, and believe me, they are busy tonight. They are earning their no salaries tonight. They're doing this out of the goodness of their heart. We want to thank the parents of Wilson School here in Bozeman. There you see them very busy. In fact, if you get a busy signal, please try again, 1-800-426-8243.
Lots of people have come together to bring you tonight's pledge breaks, not only the Wilson parents, Lear Kynes and Zidell's, as well as Great Rocky Mountain, but we have volunteer staff and students here. We have station staff, and sometimes even their families and friends get stuck having to spend a lot of evenings here. It's a team effort, and that's what Montana Public Television is all about. It's a team, and the only missing element is you, the viewer. So please, remember that you are the only guarantee that we have that we can continue to bring this kind of wonderful, wonderful river dance performances to you. Please remember that the lines are busy. This is a great show, but do call us at 1-800-426-8243.
Many people, in fact, I have a list in front of me, have chosen to become members of Montana Public Television. Thank you, and I want to congratulate them for doing this tonight. We have James and Barbara Breen from Bozeman, Mark Sherhouse, I hope I pronounced that, Mark, and Mrs. Mark Sherhouse from Missoula, Lee Garden of Missoula, Rick Burton of Great Falls, Jason and Karen Smith of Bozeman, and Jean Day, and I won't even try your last name, but if you're of Butte, you called in tonight. We really want to thank you for doing that, and we have a lot of people calling in right now, but the phones, they're not very busy anymore, so if you've been trying and got a busy signal, now's your chance. 1-800-426-8243.
We do have about a minute before we're going back to Act 3 of Riverdance. We do have 2 or 3 phones open, so you've got just the right amount of time to call. When you do, remember, we offer all sorts of ways to pay. We want it to be comfortable for you. You can pay in one lump sum by check. What happens is you make your pledge, we send you an envelope, you send it back. If you charge, you can use a MasterCard, Visa, or Discover, and remember the $35 basic. Anything above that gets you a mug or a rain gauge. If you're an employee of Montana State University, we can do a payroll deduction. Hopefully, we'll get the University of Missoula Montana on board with that soon. And finally, we can do an automatic transfer of funds. Please call us however you want to pay. 1-800-426-8243.
If you would prefer to mail your pledge, you can send it to Friends of Montana Public Television, P.O. Box 1995, Bozeman, Montana, 59771-1995. And thank you for your support.
Bill, you composed Riverdance. You also came up with the name. Why the name Riverdance?
Well, it seemed the best name to reflect exactly what the whole story was about. The original 6-minute piece that I wrote I originally gave it a working title of Ishkabaha, which is the Irish for water of life. And using the motif of the river as the inspiration for the music and for the whole dynamic of the first original 6.5-minute piece. Because I was using that as an inspiration, I decided to change it from the more esoteric title to the easier title of Riverdance, and hence the name. And then that name went on and became the generic name for the whole show.
You did the composing for most of the show, aside from the original 6 minutes, in about 3 months. That's an incredible short period of time. How'd you do it?
Well, I think the fact that I had the 6-minute piece under my belt, okay, I had somewhere to start. But it was kind of daunting, I have to say, and I didn't really see much bed for a number of months. But I managed to observe a discipline, and I was writing every morning at by 8 a.m. And gradually, as time went on, you know, you build, it's like building bricks. You know, you've got, okay, I've got 3 minutes done, you know, today, and you just build on it like that. And The deadline loomed, and of course all of us were very worried that we wouldn't make it, but we finally did.
Boy, it's hard to sit still when you're watching that, isn't it? I remember the first time I saw it, I was absolutely mesmerized. Just spectacular Irish step dancing in the finest Irish tradition. Please show your support for this kind of programming. We've got volunteers standing by, and all of the lines are available right now, but they won't be for long, so get your call in there. This is the kind of programming, just this superlative special programming that is so spectacular. Please go to the phones. The number is 1-800-426-8243.
And just like Dory said, the phones are starting to ring very quickly. You need to get on the phone right now and give us a call so you can get in your chance to tell us how much you appreciate this program and for us to tell you about some of the wonderful thank you gifts we're going to send your way. For $120, your very own copy, there it is, Riverdance. It's your chance to own this program, stereo, no pledge breaks. You won't get Dory or I, but you will get the whole program. Watch it whenever you like. Plus, you support Montana Public Television, a service you love, a service you watch because you're watching me right now. So this is your chance. There's the number. Also, if for a $60 pledge, you can get the Montana Public Television tote bag. Wonderful for going to the grocery store, reuse it, heavy canvas, wonderful bag. And for any pledge of $35 or more that is charged on a credit card, there you see Visa, MasterCard, or Discover, you get a choice of the Montana Public Television coffee mug or the Montana Public Television rain gauge. April showers are on their way for May flowers. So the phones are ringing. I think they're all busy, so if you get a busy signal, don't worry, keep trying. But try that number, 1-800-426-8243.
We are going to take you back to Riverdance in just a couple of minutes, but I want to talk to you for a minute about where it is exactly your pledge dollars go. And there might be a misunderstanding about this. Your pledge dollars go to Montana Public Television. They do not leave the state. They stay right here. They are used here by KUSM-TV and KUFM-TV to produce programs and purchase programs. So please rest assured that money for Montana Public Television stays in Montana. And not only that, but the decisions about what we air are made right here in Montana. And 30% of our income comes from you. So write down that number so that you can call us when the phones are no longer busy. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Eileen Ivers, and I play the fiddle. Public television was part of my childhood, but music is my life. The rhythms of Ireland run in my blood and my fingers, and that's what made me a musician. Music from every corner of the world speaks to me. It reminds me that we're all connected, and that's why I urge you to support this station right now. Public television brings us music to open our ears and our hearts to the songs of the world and the songs of other hearts. It's a service we need now more than ever. So please make a call now and connect yourself to your neighbors down the block and your neighbors across the ocean. With your help and support, this station will continue to fill your life with new music, new ideas, new dreams and visions. It takes just a moment, so please call now and don't delay.
You know, in case you didn't know, you're being educated right now. Now don't change the channel, please don't. And for a long time, public television was known as educational television. And a lot of people said, well, I don't want to watch that, that's boring. Fortunately for everyone, public television learned that you could be creative, fun, dramatic, dance, music, lots of different ways to teach and to educate. Now, I tried to explain to someone what Riverdance was about. Well, it's about Irish folk music and dancing. And I tried to explain that they didn't use their hands, they kept them by their sides. And, you know, the famous saying, a picture's worth 1,000 words. Tonight, because you've watched Riverdance, you know what it's about. You know about the Irish culture. You know about its music. And it's all brought to you by public television. Pick up the phone, 1-800-426-8243.
When you pledge tonight, I'd like you to consider pledging at the $120 level. When you do that, you kill two birds with one stone. Not only will we give you a VHS copy of tonight's performance, but you can go to sleep tonight knowing that you have done your part to help support Montana Public Television. So please consider that VHS a video for a pledge of $120. For $60, we have the gusseted Montana Public Television tote bag. Any pledge of $35 or more on a credit card gives you your choice of a mug or the great rain gauge, which is brand new for us. And we couldn't let much more time go without remembering to thank the great Rocky Mountain Toy Company with stores in Bozeman and up at Big Sky for making this programming tonight possible. They specialize in educational, nonviolent, non-commercial toys, and we thank them for being such an ardent supporter of Montana Public Television. We have a phone or two open. Great time to call. 1-800-426-8243.
And just like Dory said, there are a few operators with nothing to do right now. I haven't seen them have nothing to do very often tonight. They're waiting for your call, so get to that phone. It's a partnership between the volunteers and the staff and PBS and you. And one of our partners tonight is Lairkines. They've supported public television for years here in Montana. We really want to thank them for coming through again this year. And also, Zidals, restaurant and catering here in Bozeman. They provided food for our crew tonight. Thank you, guys. You're really helping out that way. And we also want to thank our phone volunteers I just told you about. They're not working right now. The parents of the Wilson School in Bozeman, they need you to call them. They've been busy. They don't know what to do now. So there's the number on the bottom of your screen, 1-800-426-8243.
If you're a teacher or an educator in the state, have we got a bargain for you? You know, our $35 membership brings everyone the program guide. But if you're a teacher or educator for that same $35, we receive just a wealth of material from Public Broadcasting System and lots of other materials relating to Bill Nye the Science Guy, how to use Kratz Creatures creatively or Magic School Bus creatively in your classroom. Even materials for NOVA and the new Explorers are covered. And we'll send these to you every month for a $35 pledge or more. So call us at 1-800-426-8243.
The beautiful thing about Montana Public Television, it's coast to coast, so to say, border to border, from Missoula, Bozeman, Billings, and all over. And we've had many new members tonight. Just to read a few names to you: Shirley Hansen in Havre, Roy Waite in Anaconda, Joshua and Deb Hudson in Great Falls, Augusta Jensen in Havre, Catherine Kurtz in Great Falls, Jim and Mary Bradley in Havre, Toby Stapleton in Billings, Eunice Shoemaker or Mocker in Missoula, Susan Cooper in Miles City, Russ Leonard, Roy Gunderson, Kathy Simpson, John Morrison, Bill and Jane Jacko. All of these people have taken time out of their night and said, yes, this is good programming. Yes, we like Montana Public Television. Yes, we're going to support. In fact, so many people have, I think all our phones are busy right now. So if you're calling and it's busy, please keep trying. It's very important. But write that number down, 1-800-426-8243.
We're going to go back to Riverdance now in about a minute and a half. Please write down that phone number, and remember the premiums for the $120 pledge. If we can get you that VHS, you'll love to have it for St. Patrick's days to come. So please think of that. And also remember, we have the gusseted tote bag, and for the $35 pledge on a credit card, we will be happy to send you our brand new rain gauge or our mug to show your support to all those folks you drink coffee with. So don't go away. We've got just absolutely some wonderful programming coming up. The music has been absolutely entrancing. The dancing, I'll tell you, we're having a hard time. When you guys are watching TV, we're having a hard time holding still in here. This is the kind of programming that you turn to us for, and it's the kind of programming we're so happy to bring you. So please, please, this is a great time to express your support. It's a great time to say, hey, I'm a Montanan, and I want to do my share to help them meet their special mission of bringing quality TV to all Montanans. Remember, if the lines are busy, we're going to be here for quite a while yet, and we hang out when the program starts. So call us at that phone number. It's good in the Gallatin County and Bozeman area, even though it's a 1-800 number. That number, 1-800-426-8243. Enjoy the program. It's great, and we'll see you in several minutes. Thanks very much.
It
If you would like to mail in your pledge, send it to Friends of Montana Public Television, P.O. Box 1995, Bozeman, Montana 59771-1995. And thank you for your support.
Riverdance has actually had a cultural impact in Ireland. Tell me a little about it.
Well, people in Ireland are, first of all, I think, very proud of the show and proud of the reaction that the show has been getting, flying the flag for Ireland in the UK and the United States. But there never has been a professional Irish dance show. Irish dance is competitive. They're amateurs. They start competing from 4, 5, 6 years of age up to about 18 years of age. And when they reach 18, it really is over. That's the end of their competitive career, and there never was before a professional career available. So now we have 2 troupes of Irish dancers with 30 in each troupe in 2 shows, and they're full-time professionals. And what it has done, the impact that it has had on Irish dancing, is all the Irish dance schools that teach Irish dance are now full, both in the United States and Australia, and of course in Ireland, because before this, it wasn't really cool, especially for guys, to go to Irish dancing classes. You know, it wasn't really cool. It was a bit old-fashioned, and now it's really hip, and now it's a thing that a lot of young dancers want to do.
How long do you think this is going to go on? What's your projection?
Well, I mean, it will be amazingly fortunate. We have plans for the show up until the end of next year, and currently our promoters are working on a 5-year plan. And we're considering the possibility of mounting a 3rd show in the near future.
Well, the best of luck to you, John, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hear my cry and my hunger in search for you.
No, that is not the end. There is an encore, so please hold on. You haven't seen the whole thing. You don't want to go switching channels and surfing right now because your friends are going to say, hey, you missed the encore. Stick around. Riverdance, it's super. Public television has had it first. You're seeing lots of press for it now on the cable stations and around. But remember who brought it to America. It was public TV, and it's hot because we had it first, and we're so glad to have it back again, and we hope that you're happy to have it back too. Just exciting, exciting Irish step dancing, wonderful, superb performances that you see only on Montana Public Television. And so we want to remind you the encore is coming up. My name is Dory Reffling. I'm a development consultant here for Montana Public Television, and we are doing our Pledge Spring Drive. We do these drives because, quite frankly, we need your money to buy programs like this. 30% or more of our budget comes from folks just like you and me. So when you think that call isn't important, you're wrong. You need to call us now at 1-800-426-8243.
And Dory's right, and it's important that we hear from one end of the state to the other. Dory and I are partnering right now. Dory is here at Bozeman at KUSM. I'm Operations Director for KUFM in Missoula. And both universities are combining their resources to start Montana Public Television. And we need you to join the partnership. And if you do so, we have some wonderful pledge gifts for you. For $120, you get your personal copy of Riverdance, no pledge breaks, solid through stereo, watch it when you want. St. Patrick's Day is right around the corner. What a great gift, or something for you to play on St. Patrick's Day for you and your friends. Plus, you support Montana Public Television, something you want to do anyway. I know that. For $60, you can get our tote bag, great for hauling groceries around, and for any charge pledge of $35 or more, you can get the coffee mug, There you see it on the screen, Visa, MasterCard, Discover. You can charge your pledge, you can get the coffee mag or the rain gauge. You know, April showers bring May flowers. It's right around the corner. It'll be nice for you gardeners out there. And it's just as simple as getting up, going find a phone, and becoming part of the Montana Public Television family. Become a friend of Montana Public Television. There you see our phone volunteers are busily taking your call, but there's a few empty phones waiting for you to dial 1-800-426-8243.
Public television really is pay television on the honor system. We can't charge you like HBO does. We can't charge you tickets like you would before you went to a concert. What we can merely do is appeal to your sense of honor and your sense of pride in participating in this programming with us. You know, this is totally different than commercial television. We have lots of friends in commercial television, and we like and we respect what they do, but they operate differently than we do. They sell advertising, and so their programming decisions are based on what their advertisers want to buy. We don't have to deal with that here. What we get to and what we love to deal with here is what you, the viewer, wants. And so that's a real important difference between us and commercial stations, and that's why we come to you on these pledge drives and we ask you, please do the honorable thing. Great Rocky Mountain Toy Company has done the honorable thing, and we appreciate that very much. They are underwriting tonight's programming. They are a brand new underwriter for our wonderful children's programming, and we know that you'll be seeing them, their credits when you watch television with your children. So please, we do have one line available. The number is 1-800-426-8243.
Now, by Montana standards, I'm a newcomer. I've only been in Montana a year or so. I came here from Orlando, Florida, of all places, to work at Montana Public Television at KUFM in Missoula. So I'm a newcomer. Maybe you're like me. Maybe you're new to the state or moved away and have come back, and you've seen public television in other cities and other places and supported public television there. Well, now that you're back in Montana, we need you to become a member here. You supported wherever you came from. We need you to support here. And it's a very simple process. You call one of our volunteers will be happy to walk you through the process. It'll only take a couple of minutes. And remember, we have another little segment of Riverdance yet to go, plus some other wonderful programming tonight. So it won't take very long. We have a couple of phone lines empty. That's been rare tonight. So if you've been waiting or been getting a busy signal, now's the time. It's time to get up and say, boy, that programming was wonderful. I can't wait for St. Patrick's Day because I'm going to have my own copy of the show, $120, and you'll get your own copy plus support Montana Public Television. What could be better than that? So it's important for you to join us in bringing you more quality programs. There's the number, 1-800-426-8243.
The encore performance of Riverdance is coming back, but I'd like to talk to you for a minute about programming around which we do no pledge drives, and that's our children's drives. So please think of your children and your grandchildren when you call tonight. We have superb children's programming, and if you haven't watched it since the days when there was just Sesame Street, believe me, you are missing out on some spectacular shows. A couple that adults love, Bill Nye the Science Guy, Kratts Creatures. My kid's favorite saying right now is science rules. Isn't that great to hear children say that? And they picked that up from Montana Public Television. 6.5 hours every day, every weekday, weekday in and weekday out. It's the core of our programming, and we don't pledge around it. We don't think it's appropriate to ask the kids to ask you for money. So please, if you are like the Wilson parents who are here tonight and you support public television and believe that it's an appropriate tool for your children, call us tonight. The number is on your screen. There's 2 or 3 lines open. Please call 1-800-426-8243.
Well, I have a list of names of people who have become friends of Montana Public Television, and it would literally take me 10 to 15 minutes to read through this list. I just want to read you some of the towns these people are calling from: Missoula, Livingston, Billings, Helena, Great Falls, Corvallis, Butte, Bozeman, Helena, Billings, Havre, Helena, and the cities go on and on. Hamilton, we got a call from Hamilton, and Great Falls. In all these wonderful towns, people supporting Montana Public Television. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We also have to thank a few other people who help us do our business. Larkine's Coca-Cola. They help us every day, and they supply pop for the people. Thank you. There you see their name on the screen, bottling company. Also, Zidell's Catering. They helped us out tonight by providing food for our crew. And Dorian named them earlier, our wonderful phone volunteers. And I see one who's looking for something to do. We need a call for this young lady. The parents of Wilson School here in Bozeman, they need to be kept busy. And there's the number on the screen. This lady needs to talk to someone. She needs to take a pledge from someone who's been waiting all night and been getting busy signals. Now's your chance. These are people who have given their time and resources, along with Dory and I, to bring you programming tonight, to let you know Montana Public Television is a good quality source, and it's important. Now it's your turn to join the partnership. Pick up the phone, 1-800-426-8243.
Hello, I'm Bonnie Ray. You know, I'm a public television viewer just like you, and I think it's great to be able to come home at the end of the day and watch quality programs like Nova, Frontline, or the News Hour. But those shows wouldn't be on the air if it wasn't for financial support from viewers like us. And right now, our support is even more important than ever. In order to make sure that our favorite shows continue, we need to act. So please take a minute and call the number on your screen with a generous pledge of financial support to this public television station. Do it right now, and thank you.
You know, folks, we have a few volunteers right now with nothing to do. They need to talk to you, and when they do, they're going to tell you about the wonderful pledge thank yous we have for you tonight. For $120, you get your own copy of Riverdance. St. Patrick's Day is right around the corner. Wouldn't this be a great thing to play on St. Patty's Day? Show your friends, show your relatives who have Irish descent. They'd love to see this. $120, and you support Montana Public Television, something I know you wanted to do and have been wanting to do. Now's your chance to do it and get a wonderful program to boot. Can't beat that deal. Also, for $60, the Montana Public Television tote bag. It'll help you get your groceries. Your kids can use it to go to school. Plus, you'll let everybody know that you support Montana Public Television. And for any pledge of $35 or above that is charged on a credit card, Visa, MasterCard, or Discovery, you get a Montana Public Television coffee mug, or your choice of the mug or the rain gauge. Spring's on its way. This would be nice to put out in the garden. You can tell how much rain it's come. It's a wonderful evening of public television. Many people have called and joined. Don't go anywhere. We still have a small segment of Riverdance to go. And some of you may have called and gotten busy signals. I see a couple of empty phones right now. It's important for you to do what you want to do. And when I say that is, most people I talk to say, yeah, I always mean to call. I always mean to support. But, you know, I didn't get around to it. I had to go do this. I had to go do that. Tonight's your opportunity to do what you've been meaning to do. The number's on the bottom of your screen. You get a wonderful pledge thank you gift. And we have more of Riverdance to go, plus another program tonight, Nature's Serenade. It's going to be beautiful. You don't want to go anywhere. So pick up the phone, 1-800-426-8243.
We talk a lot about thank you gifts or premiums, and I know that for someone like my mother, the idea of $120 is an awful big chunk. She's retired. She lives off of teacher's retirement and Social Security. But if my mom were talking to me right now, I'd tell her, Mom, it's okay. Send what you can afford. What's more important to us is the numbers of individuals who support Montana Public Television. Don't let the $120 and the $60 price tag scare you away. If you've got $20, $25, and you're comfortable with that, that's what makes us comfortable. So you can still vote for a show like Riverdance, regardless of the amount you have. Remember, those $20 add up awfully quickly, and 30% of our revenues come from individuals. So here we go. We're going back into the great encore. Get back in your seats, quiet down the kids. Here we go.
"150 years ago, leaving home for America was a permanent proposition, indeed so permanent that Irish families marked each departure with a wake identical to those that marked a funeral. It was a celebration of life together, an expression of hope for a new life beyond, and a defiant burst of music in the face of loss and bereavement. In our new production of Riverdance, we celebrate the customs of the American way, and we wanted to leave you with a special token of our gratitude for America's open-hearted embrace of Riverdance. And to remind you that this is not a final parting, we'll be back with the changing celebration that is Riverdance and we hope you'll join us again. Thank you very much.
Hello, I'm Moya Doherty, and I want to thank you all for the warm American welcome you've given to Riverdance. From the first performance of the original production in New York City last year, through our ongoing tour this winter, your response has lifted our hearts and put wings on the feet of our dancers. Even though our live performances have been sold out, this public television station has afforded you a chance to enjoy Riverdance at home. Now I'm going to do something I've never had to do before. I'm going to ask you to support your public television station. Public television opens the window on the world for every American. As the world gets smaller, public television makes our world larger. But your help is the key. Please give generously and do it right now. There's a world of tradition as well as new creativity around us. And with your help, this public television station will keep on with its work and bring that world to your home. Thank you so much.
Maybe you're one of those who just turned in a minute ago or so, and if you wonder what all you missed out on, Danny's going to tell you here in a minute about a great opportunity to get this program for yourself. I'm Dory Reffling, and we've just finished up a wonderful performance of Riverdance. I know that you sat all night long and watched that show and thought, I'm not going to try to call when those phones are ringing off the hook. I'm going to wait until right when the show is done, and that's right now. Now is the time to say, hey, you know, Riverdance is just super, and I want you guys to keep on bringing that kind of programming to me and my family. And it's real easy to do. The volunteers are going to ask you your name, your address, your phone number, how you'd like to pay. We've got lots of options. And as I say, Danny is going to tell you in a minute how you can have this tape for your very own. Please call us now. It's 1-800-426-8243.
You know, sitting here in the studio, I've heard the volunteers talk to a lot of you that have called. And what I hear the volunteers say, which is normally, thank you for calling Montana Public Television, may I take your pledge? Before they can say that, I hear them saying, thank you. And what they're thanking, viewers are calling up saying, thank you for airing this show. And our volunteers are saying, you're welcome, you're welcome. We enjoy bringing it to you. That tells me how much you value this program. It's so wonderful to get that kind of feedback from your viewers. It's just tremendous. And we want to thank you for your pledge with special premium. For $120, there you see it, the Riverdance program. If you tuned in a little late tonight and missed the first part, this is your chance to get it again. You'll have it at home. You can watch it whatever you want. And you want to support Montana Public Television. You've been meaning to for a long time. Well, now you get the program, and you can support us. You can charge it on your credit card. You just can't beat this deal. For $60, you can get the tote bag. You can use that to go get groceries. Your children can use it to go to school. It also has our emblem on it, the Montana Public Television logo. Let people know you support us. And for any pledge, $35 or more, put on a credit card. And there you see the credit cards on your screen. You can choose a coffee mug that you see or the Montana Public Television rain gauge. So, you know, if you want the premium of $120 for the tape, and you charge it, then you also get one of these. What a deal! Deal of a lifetime to folks. So it all starts with you picking up the phone, 1-800-426-8243.
Have you ever had one of your friends from a big city say, oh yeah, you live in Montana, you know, nice views, great scenery, but you guys don't ever get to go to any live arts performances? Well, you tell them we've got Montana Public Television. We bring wonderful art performances into your home every day and every night. And all you need in Montana is not a $120 ticket, but you need a television set that works and a big comfy chair. And so we just want to remind you that this is really your place, your home for excellent quality programming. But we need you to know another thing. This programming does cost us money, and so we really appreciate it when you give us a buzz.
Full Circle with Michael Palin. Peru. Palin's testing out the waters in Peru. Sometimes it helps to know what lies ahead.
Hot, humid, sticky, buggy.
I'm excited. I am excited.
Well, so am I.
Sometimes it doesn't matter. Peru and Bolivia, Chapter 8 in Full Circle with Michael Palin.
Next time on Nova, a rare encounter with creatures of legend.
I told him, I'm glad to see you back, my brother.
Journey to the ends of the earth to see wild wolves as you've never seen them before. Where they live, how they hunt, and under the cover of darkness in places you never thought they'd go. Wild wolves.
Dream your dreams, I know they will come true.
I don't think accountants are well known for being dreamers, but I do love music, I do love art, and I do love public television. There is a need to have children have a little greater understanding of what life is all about, and PBS clearly is a place where they can learn.
I believe I can fly.
I cannot imagine a world without music. I cannot imagine a world without public television.
Think about it every night and day.
Public television is a soul-satisfying adventure and a pleasure to watch.
I believe I can soar.
In this huge need for understanding, this huge need for funds, this huge need for talent, I'm just trying to do a little bit to make things a little better, make the world a little better.
I believe I can fly.
For information about including Montana Public Television in your will or trust, call 1-800-426-8243 or write Clyde Dawson at Montana Public Television, P.O. Box 1995, Bozeman, Montana 59771. You are the future of Montana Public Television.
Infrastructure is defined as the collective long-term investment by citizens for facilities and installations necessary for their safety and convenience. Hi, I'm Dennis Carlson from Fox 7 News. On November 11th, I'll be in Studio A of Montana Public Television, talking with a panel of experts from around the state about the issues of Montana's infrastructure. What are the impacts of growth on our bridges, roads, utilities, and public protection? Join us November 11th at 8 o'clock here on Montana Public Television.
This is PBS.
A story well told. A universe brought into focus. Bringing more life to your life. These interesting ideas, peculiar places, and fascinating faces are brought to you in part by Montana State University, Bozeman.
World presents The Living Edens.